Okay, now we're just going to have a look at a quick video on the difference between a vector image and a bitmap image. So bitmap images are often JPEGs or PNG files, and they're used for web, and vector images are used for print. And the basic way to explain it would be a vector image can be pulled apart and a bitmap image can't. So a bitmap image is a little like a photo. So here we have the brand hero logo, and we'll experiment on this one here. So seemingly they both look the same, but they're actually both very, very different. So what we have here is the top one is the bitmap image and the bottom one is the vector image. So if we have a look at the bitmap image, what you'll see is straight away as I zoom in, it gets blurrier. So as you can see here, we have a jagged line around there. So this is quite a small logo at the moment. That's just on an A4 piece of paper. But you imagine if you have to blow that up to the size of a billboard or the size of to go on the side of a vehicle, what happens is it basically uses the computer to regenerate these pixels, and it gets blurrier and blurrier. So the bigger it gets, the blurrier it gets. Now, if I went down to the vector image here and did the same thing and zoomed in, you'll see it's perfectly smooth. So there's absolutely no pixelation whatsoever on that, and there would never be any pixelation. So if that logo had to go on the side of a jumbo aircraft, it would be just as smooth when you scale it up as it is on the size of a business card. And the same can't be said for the top one. The other great thing you can do with vector over other images, you can move things around. So if, for instance, we needed to change the plane to a different color, we can do that very easily just by going in and clicking, selecting the item and changing that. That's not the case with this because it's considering it to be one image. So it would be very, very difficult for me to do what I just did in 2 seconds there with this image, because it's just not possible. The same goes for text. I can actually pick text out here and move it around if I needed to very, very simply, but you just can't with that because once again, it's one image, it's like a photo. So they're the main differences. A vector PDF is really what we want to use for print. If it's in a PNG file or a JPEG file, it can't be converted to a vector file. It needs to be redrawn. So there's no way of converting that back. Saving it into a PDF does not make it a vector PDF. It just makes it a JPEG within a PDF. So you can save this file here to a bitmap file. You could save this one, the bottom one, to a JPEG or a PNG, but you can't do the other way around. So these ones are really king when it comes to anything to do with your brand. Make sure you have those. If you don't, contact us at hello@brandhero.com.au, and we can look at doing a logo redraw for you in order to get you your files so your logo stays consistent on everything. Thank you very much.